Oh, yo. You know, I'm trying to still like Warhammer 40k, even though it's marking the death of Warhammer Fantasy, and I fucking knew, or like they're going to drop Warhammer Fantasy for 40k because Age of fucking Sigmar is literally just 40k. But in a fantasy, like they got the fucking Sigmarines, and now they're fighting through all these realms and shit. And it's like people liked fantasy because it was more grounded. It was literally like, okay, imagine the Tolkien universe, only there's the factions and you're playing the fantasy aspect of the Tolkien universe as a strategy, real time strategy. Like, and that's what made Warhammer Fantasy amazing. But it's clear that they've completely fucked up the fantasy and now they're just effectively just moving away from it. Like, Creative Assembly has this problem. And this isn't Total War 40k, but I mean, Creative Assembly has this problem where if something is bad and they're fucking something up, something's fucked up, the thing is to just take it out instead of fucking fixing it. And it's clear that they've completely fucked Total War Fantasy. And now it's gone. And I guess everything's going to move to 40k because it's the last IP that people are still clinging on to. And I'm trying to cling on to it too. But I mean, god damn. But I'm gonna give this a watch. First official Orcs faction trailer. In Dawn of War, there are like 7 or 8 factions, but now they're condensing it down to like 3-ish or 4. I think that's a bad choice. And again, it's obviously going to be the Ultramarines yet again because they can't help but shove the Ultramarines in. It's like, there are other Space Marine chapters. You know how, there are other Xenos factions. And to their credit, they, with Space Marine 2, they did throw in the Tyranids and the Tzeentch Marines, like the Thousand Suns, but I want more. Like, it is such a vast IP to where there is just no reason why you can't just shove more than just for the fuck of it. Like, yeah, maybe Cadia can sell yet again. All the Ultramarines can sell yet again. But we'll just throw other things in because we want. But unfortunately, the sales people seem to be steering the ship instead of anyone who actually cares for 40k. But anyway, let's watch this shit. Oh, hold on. Did I do the thing? I think I did the thing. I hate how cartoonish this looks. I'm sorry. I get it, orcs, yeah, whatever. Why the cartoonish look? Okay, not final quality. Let's just give it.
The orcs
keep
don't
walking.
just fight wars; they live them. Loud, enough, and most importantly, violent. Up close, orcs are relentless, and their melee skills are deadly. Boys swarm the field in numbers that crush anything in their path, while storm boys blast into battle strapped to rockets and for pure chaos. Squig hog riders charge in atop snarling beasts, smashing through enemy lines before anyone can react. For players who want more Daka, orcs never disappoint. Their shooters unleash relentless storms of gunfire, turning the battlefield into a wall of noise.
But again, I'm looking at this, right? Why are the particles... Like, I can barely see what's happening here. Again, this isn't the final product. I guess that's maybe the point, but you have cartoonishly, like, dry, like, clear battlefield, but then when the battling's happening, it's just all these things blotting out the enemy. Like in Dawn of War, like you would have this, but then blood splattering, and you would have like the actual skybox filling up with smoke. Like if you want to simulate gritty battles, you gotta go all the fucking way.
And flying scrap. Leading the mayhem are the flash gits, swaggering show-offs, packing the loudest, most over-engineered guns in the war, shredding anything in sight with ridiculous firepower and even more ridiculous enthusiasm. And when brute force is required, orcs bring the heavy stuff. Death dreads, walking scrap nightmares built to stomp and smash. They all look up to the Gorkanaut, though, a fortress on legs, bristling with guns and ready to crush anything unlucky enough to stand in front of it.
I mean, it definitely looks like Dawn of War, but it looks like Dawn of War 3. Like, this looks like an engine made for consoles. You know, not the way Dawn of War used to look for PC. And to be fair, it didn't have a lot of graphical fidelity, but it still looked so fucking amazing. Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm. Then again, it's just they look cartoonish as shit.
What makes the orcs truly dangerous is the power of the war. A battle frenzy that surges across the field, driving every unit into a green tide of muscle and mayhem. Might makes right, and orcs follow the biggest and strongest. Players choose between Gorguts of the Bad Moons, the returning fan favorite, or Guzzcutter, leading the Snakebites. Both ruthless, both brutal, and both eager to prove who deserves to be boss. Gorguts fights with ruthless cunning. He storms the front lines in a hail of gunfire, his custom shooter, one of his many brutal ranged options, blasting apart anything in sight, and barrels forward through carnage, ripping into what's left with unstoppable fury. Guzzcutter.
I think the whole this is stupid. There is absolutely no reason why you'd ride this. It'll just get blown all to hell before you could even reach the front lines. Like, Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm was more entrenched warfare as opposed to whatever system they're using now. Like, the point is to build a battle line, have artillery, and hold it. Like, does this look like something you'd use to charge a battle line? But that's why you have that's why you just have a fuck ton of these small motherfuckers to just suck up the bullets before you get these big boys in. Like, that would be the strategic way to play orcs, which literally just throw shit at the front lines until it breaks. This just looks stupid.
Brings raw muscle to the fight, charging in atop his colossal Squigosaur, smashing through lines with unstoppable force. Two warlords, one truth. Only the strongest leads. Orcs don't just endlessly fight in the field. They build endlessly too. Their bases sprawl in noisy scrap and industrial chaos, boasting the cheapest buildings in the game. Every shack's bristling with a gun or two.
Yeah, see, this was a cool thing about Dawn of War Dark Crusade, like literally everything had a gun on it, so everything had some level of defense.
3. Ready to shoot back at would-be attackers. The orcs love fighting and winning, and they win.
So they're making the Martian guys a faction.
And they win.
Oh, these were those the cows?
More bullets and more brutality than anyone can handle.
And they do have the Blood Ravens. The thing is with the Blood Ravens is you don't know if they're traitor or loyalists. They're just sort of there. So it kind of justifies why the Imperial guy will be fighting the Blood Raven guy. I mean, again, it just is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, it's a strategy game with all them factions vying for control over a planet. And it makes sense.
That's the orc way. Direct, loud, and devastating.
Okay, so I see the Necrons, the Orcs, Blood Ravens, the Martian guys. I'll probably even play the Martian guys if I ever play this fucking game. Or maybe the Necrons, or like the Tau. And I think maybe the Imperial Guardsmen. Like, I seen them too. So that's what? 5-ish factions? I think I seen Eldar in there somewhere. Maybe 6-ish. I mean, that's not bad. But it's still a downgrade. And do not do that thing where you sell other factions. If you do that, you get a thumbs down for me. Missed opportunity to say 2 warlords, one brutal but cunning, the other cunning but brutal. Yeah. Orcs, orcs, orcs. That's the same voice that did the audiobook for Hell's Reach. Fucking love him. I mean, he's a good announcer. I like the announcer in Dark Crusade, though. Hello, the voice of the narrator is Jonathan Keeble. He is one of the... He is the one who narrated the Gotrek and Felix audiobook. I recognize the voice right away. For the Emperor, whoa, boys. Find a trailer with proper diplomacy, yelling and hitting things. Typical orc, killing and Gretchen for no reason. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that Gretchen. Pussy. He's just in the way. Hey, you know, it's just the way it is. Imperial Guard even have the regular Sentinels and Plasma Gun Infantry modeled. Yeah, I mean, I'll give them that. They have a lot of the old things. It's probably reused assets, but at least in the original Dawn of War, they are fine. William Dafoe looking at me.
Rockets, and for pure chaos.
Yeah. 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 Pretty much the Imperial Government is Sentinel. Imperial Guard confirm. I'm not even an orc fan. And this is hype. Wah, Dumbledore said calmly. The cunning way of the orcs, running head first into the line of fire. Hey, I mean, that's how you fucking play the orcs. You get every single motherfucker into melee combat to fuck with the enemy while the flask gets fucking obliterate them. And I don't know, the fucking tanks. I mean, I'm trying to be hype, I really am. Is this a $70 buy for me? No. But again, what factions would I play? Probably either the Necrons or the Martian motherfuckers. Or the Tau. That's just about it. I don't know. Didn't really care for the orcs in 40k. I mean, in Dawn of War, the Flash gifts were probably some of the most overpowered units in the game. And once you got them, very few things could actually deal with them as long as you're locking the enemies down with your boys. I think there was also a bug which will effectively allow you to get infinite orcs and just stream. It's just an endless just blob of them. You down your way, like towards the end, it was kind of fun. But again, I like the Tau because massive firepower and shit. And I don't know, cool looking models. I mean, I did like the Sisters of Battle and Soulstorm because titty armor. But that's all I really gotta say about this. I mean, I'm trying to get hyped. I'm trying to get back into 40k, but it seems 40k just doesn't want me back in. So it's like, well, fuck. I guess I'll go into other IPs. But that's all I gotta say about this. Peace.